Hi, it's Yvette here. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you all here with me today. Thank you for your love, your time, and your energy as well. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Yvette Rose. I'm the author and the founder also of Metaphysical Anatomy. It's also a big book that is all about the psychosomatic messages of different parts of the body that we all collectively share. And I'm also the founder of Metaphysical Anatomy Technique, which is a really cool, powerful healing technique that I'll probably be talking maybe about later, maybe not. We'll see how we go. So excited to have everyone here. So guys, just bear here with me. I'm kind of like navigating this with my phone and with my assistant to make sure that I don't drop off. We have been having internet issues here in Bali back and forth. But I'm very persistent. If there's a problem, there's a solution. So I'm hotspotting. I have many backups here. So we're going to make this a huge success. So I would love to just first of all start off with this fast track that we have, because I know that you guys are busy. We all are short on time, but we all also want to learn. We also want to, expand our knowledge and in spirituality, whether it's education, whether it's about the body, whatever way, shape, or form. We all love to learn. And I'm the same, so I totally get it. I know and I understand. So that's why I've decided to actually shorten these workshops. We're going to be calling them master classes, but masterclass fast track. And that means they will normally be around like half an hour, 45 minutes, absolutely maximum. Because I know some of you either sometimes are here maybe before work, maybe you're in between your lunchtime, maybe you're also in between, feeding the kids, or maybe you had a really rough day at work and you're just tired, but you also want to be here. So it gives you that time also to learn, to be, to heal, and to also continue with your day. And of course, we'll be playing replays of this as well. So a big warm welcome here to everyone that has joined us. I'm so excited. So let's dive into this topic of what is awareness. This is a topic that a lot of people talk about. It's something that's coming up again and again and again. And it's something that we've all always had. It's always been with us. But it sounds actually quite funny if you say, did you know that that day when you became aware of the fact that you are aware? Right? We've all been there. Normally what we would say, or some people would say, I prefer not to say that, but some people would actually say, well, these people are sleepwalking, they're not aware, they're not conscious. Well, that's also a matter of definition, because these people are aware, but they are aware in their own way. They are aware of different ideas, concepts, definitions, emotions, ways of life, their own patterns, their own way of talking and walking and acting and behaving. And of course, wherever it is that your awareness stretches to, that's your experience. That is your reality. And sometimes when people try to introduce a different way of experiencing something into someone else's paradigm of awareness, this can actually create friction. It can create conflict. Because sometimes now what we're doing is that we're actually trying to push someone or trying to get someone to experience something that they don't necessarily have the receptors for, that they don't really necessarily have the energetic frequency alignment to. Because I find that it's so much easier to feel something, to become aware of it, when you actually are in alignment with that. Now, why are some people not in a certain level of alignment in order to level up a certain level of awareness? It's called trauma. It's called stress. It's called physical pain. Have you noticed, just as an example, that when you are in pain, how it just it pulls you into the present moment so powerfully, so strong, that you cease to have you fail to have awareness of anything else that's around you other than the pain. It pulls you into the here and now. And your full focus and awareness is now around the pain. That is now your new level of awareness. Until, of course, the pain subsides, now our awareness can expand again. Now we can become aware of, maybe there's a beautiful day outside. Maybe we see that, wow, it's raining. Smell the rain. It's so beautiful. Now our awareness has the capacity to shift beyond other realms, other experiences, because it's not demanded in a specific intense experience that we're having in a certain moment in time. Now, awareness also in many other ways and shapes and forms is also to have a spiritual experience outside of the body, which can also defeat the purpose of actually having now a grounded experience and feeling life in its fullest essence, right? Because it is in the here and now. Or maybe is awakening is a new level of awareness, an excuse to maybe avoid being present in the physical body. Could it also be to avoid human emotions? You know, everything that comes with that, such as maybe sadness, anger, joy, just to name a few, right? Because these are all experiences that gives us a sense of awareness in the physical body that is created by the biological body. And you can only feel those feelings because you have a predisposition for it, right? You feel those emotions and feelings because they are already pre-recorded and laid out in your biological makeup. That's why when these pieces of information through the quantum field into your biofield is now picked up through your electromagnetic field reactivity, now it's being interpreted by the emotional body, it's being interpreted by the neurotransmitters. Remember, your body is always giving you an experience based on internal feedback. Now it's looking for feedback, it's looking for something to resonate with. And if it can find something to resonate with, then of course it will open up and it will bring forward that sensation, that experience, or that memory. Now, as we look at this cycle, right, we're looking at this cycle of constant feedback. And that is what gives you your experiences. And wherever it is that your experience is, that's where your awareness is. Until we start to learn how to consciously shift our awareness to different areas and to different experiences that it is that we choose to have. As an example, let's, for example, say you're having a really bad day and now you're sitting there and you're just thinking, oh, I just feel terrible. I don't want to be feeling this. Your awareness right now is with how you're feeling. That's where it is. But now in most cases, when we look at mindfulness, right, mindful practicing, now you're sitting there and you're thinking, well, I don't want to feel this right now. Maybe I should go for a walk. Maybe I should do a certain activity. Maybe I should go for a swim. Now you shift your awareness to some place other than the bad place that you were just experiencing, right? That's called conscious awareness. We have subconscious awareness, which is where the emotional body sometimes can be connected to. That's the subconscious mind. And then we have conscious awareness, which is the prefrontal cortex. This is now where we can actually make conscious decisions and choose what kind of experience it is that we want to have. And then we can actually actively, consciously influence. We can consciously influence our experience and therefore our awareness. So remember also, when you think of people who you might say are sleepwalking, they have no awareness. Oh my God, what do they know? Now, their awareness might not be where yours might is, because maybe they don't value where you shift your awareness to. Maybe spirituality is not important to them. So of course, that's not where the awareness is going to be, right? Now, just because they don't value something that you might value, and it causes them now to have a completely different experience other to yours, which means that you don't align with that person. because you have different values, beliefs now, you have different systems, you have different emotions, you have different ways of seeing the world, you have different ways of interpreting your reality and also experiencing outward to your reality. So when we have these two different people now, it doesn't mean that they are sleepwalking. It means that their awareness is with something else that they are prioritizing. Maybe they are prioritizing consciously or subconsciously a state of numbness. Maybe they are in such a state of trauma and distress and emotional or maybe physical wounds even, that they don't have the capacity or they don't want to expand the awareness, because if they do expand the awareness, then it means what? They have to feel more than what they feel ready to feel. That's a choice. That's in most cases, not always. In most cases, that is going to be a choice. What experience is it that you choose to have? Because that's where your awareness will flow. So now when we look also, the biology of the body, right? It is designed to be discomfort avoidant. We don't like to emotionally feel. The body doesn't like it. So now what that means also is that, as I said earlier, the more trauma that a person maybe have felt in their life, the more they will have a subconscious resistance to being aware. Meaning, being aware to feel maybe physical or emotional wounds. Because now what happens? Subconsciously, awareness equals pain. Awareness equals pain. So people who we might perceive as being sleepwalkers, what if these people are just in so much pain, they are in so much distress, that they are almost literally just frozen in time? They're frozen in a traumatic moment and they can't snap out of it. And because of that fear of feeling old wounds, of feeling pain, that they're shutting off their awareness with the intention to protect themselves. And now what's actually happening is when people say that, oh, that person is sleepwalking, oh, they're stupid. What people are actually doing is that they're not intentionally, but that is attacking that person's readiness to deal with the pain, to deal perhaps with something that they're not ready to deal with. Sometimes state of numbness can come forward and it can be perceived by people as someone maybe intellectually not being as switched on, not being as sharp, not being as smart. But if you really have to take IQ out of the question, I mean, now it begs another question, actually, does IQ have something to do with awareness? For me, I would say no, because I've seen very smart scientists who have high IQs that is through the roof, but they have no sense of emotional sensitivity or awareness or sometimes even consciousness in relationship to the life form of someone else or a being, because of the experiments that they might be doing sometimes on animals. Not all, but some do. But now it begs the question again. They have a different level of awareness in terms of breakthroughs, in terms of science. So does that really mean that they don't have awareness? Maybe not. Maybe they do. This is now a matter of just what is your opinion? It's a matter of how do you see it? It's a matter of how you value this. At the end of the day, awareness, if we really had to bring this all together, awareness is more along the lines in terms of to see your own unique and separate physical sense of self, but also to see yourself as part of an energetic, bigger pool of consciousness, right? To understand that your body is designed to give you a physical sense of awareness, and also your consciousness gives you an energetic, non-local experience. Now, meaning it's not tied to like a physical atom that you can perhaps see or touch or feel, right? So waking up into our expanded states of consciousness, it now sets you outside of the rigid conditioning that you might have been brought up with. And it can reignite, right? It can reignite a sense of awareness of the boundlessness that you really truly are. Because as I said earlier, when we talked about science, like, or scientists, at least as an example, science nurtures the intellect, but it also can abandon the soul. There's that saying, and there's so much that rings true to it. But then again, it's also a matter of where that awareness is shifted, because that is what you're going to energize. That is what's going to give you value. That is what you're going to perceive as being important. And that is what you now energetically and frequency-wise now align your experience with. And that becomes your new level of awareness. Wherever it is that your awareness is right now, which is here with me, this is where it's at. Unless you consciously choose to expand it somewhere else, unless you start to itch or now you touch your leg, now your awareness is there as well, whether you're conscious of it or not. Awareness can be driven by the subconscious mind, and we all know that we don't always have as much control of it as we would like to. Now, if we come back to the conscious mind, if we come back now to the physical body, remember that we live in a beta brainwave state. Now, that's the conscious mind. And when we are in that conscious mind, then it could also be that we miss the parts of us in our subconscious and our superconsciousness. Now, remember also that we are most powerful when we are not connected to the body, and yet we also need the body to fulfill our purpose and our path. We are biologically designed to feel, guys. You're meant to feel. Emotions is your GPS. Now we tend to complicate things because we're trying to have a spiritual experience and then we're trying to have a physical experience. Listen, let me just put it straight. When your awareness leaves this physical body, you will have spiritual experiences for eternity. We're here to have a physical experience. And the more that we can acknowledge, the more we can embrace the physical side of life, the body, the biology, the nervous system, and how we can powerfully use our awareness to have an amazing physical experience. Now you're living. Now you are living in a state of consciousness through the physical body. Because we cannot ignore the vessel, meaning the body, that is now meant to propel you forward into your greatness in the physical form. Because we spend so much money on accessing and connecting to energy and to spirituality, yet we ignore the most fundamental part of our experience, and that's the physical form. Your physical body is only temporary. Your spirituality and consciousness has always existed, and it will continue to exist when your physical body ceases to exist. So what matters in the here and now is that your physical experience that you're having and your awareness and how much your awareness is drawn to this physical experience that you're having. Because you already know and understand frequencies and energies and consciousness that is already programmed into your consciousness. And it's expanding into your awareness because that awareness expands into the biofield, into the quantum field, into all that there is. And it aligns you with all these beautiful pieces of archived energetic information. Call it the Akashic records, whatever it is that you want to call it. Yet now this vast knowledge that we all have, we still fail to understand our physical experiences. And now we hide behind the chase. We hide behind all the energy of the adrenaline, the stress, and the trauma, rather than actually embracing the body. Because we associate the body with pain. And so, of course, who likes to have their awareness in a place where there's pain? It's like watching a really, really bad movie, but it just brings up a lot of bad emotions. Of course, you're going to switch off the TV. You're going to change channels. But remember that if you are in emotional pain, it means that the physical body is also in pain. So your awareness goes where your focus flows. And that is in the direction of maybe now numbing yourself. Then that, of course, is the experience that you're going to have. I can't feel my intuition. I can't sense people really well. Okay, but that's because your awareness is not there. Your awareness might be stuck in a state of freeze. It might be stuck in a state of numbness. It might be stuck in a state of disassociating. Right? Because awareness is where you want your focus also to consciously be. I want to give you a really cool example. I mean, is for example, when you look at a mouse, just because the mouse might not have awareness of the sun, does it mean that the sun ceases to exist? It does for the mouse because its awareness is not there, but not for you. You see, because you are aware of the sun, and when you look up, you're reminded, right? You're reminded that the sun is there. So now your awareness is back to the fact that the sun exists. So at the end of the day, we can bring into our reality, into our awareness, what we want to experience. If you are hardwired for negativity and depression, then that is where your awareness is going to be. And that is what's going to keep being fed back in this feedback loop between you, the biofield, and the quantum field. But if your default state is happiness, trust, or you're enthusiastic, then that is what you're going to be aligned with. That's what you're going to be on loop with. Because the power of awareness can be good. And it can also be very positive, because whatever it is that you now shift your awareness to, your emotional state will be exasperated based on where your emotion, based on where your awareness is. And so, of course, if you shift that, it can shift the awareness as well. If you're loving this, if you're having fun with me, remember also my next upcoming level 1 course is coming up very, very soon. Check it out. It'll be one of my few courses that will still be done online, because we will start to teach courses live again. I'm so excited. For those of you who would love to dive into this awareness exercise that I have for you, let's do it. I'm so excited. So I would love for you now to just take a nice deep breath. And now, I invite you now to bring your full focus and awareness to your breath. Breathing in. Bringing your awareness to the part where it's just, you feel the sensations in your nostrils, how it's moving into your nose. Exhaling out of your mouth, feeling how the air is moving out of your mouth. And that's all that we're doing. And as you're doing that, just becoming aware of how you're just fully focused on breathing. And did you notice, by just being aware of your breathing, that you already started to calm down. We haven't even started any healing work. Nothing to release, nothing to pretend that we're pushing it outside of the body. The reason is because your awareness is now on a certain specific set of actions, focusing on specific sensations. Your awareness is not now with maybe, or at least 100%, how you felt before you started to do the breathing exercise. Right. And what we're going to do now, I would like for you to bring your full focus and awareness to your muscles. Maybe it can start in your arms, your neck, your shoulders, your stomach, your legs, your face. Just observe, what do you notice? What did you notice as you were just connecting to your muscles? I would love for you actually now to reconnect back to all your muscles. And now, allowing your awareness around the muscles to expand. Let it expand. Imagine that your muscles can almost like breathe. Your awareness is flowing through it so much that it's expanding and it can breathe. And now, I'd like you to bring your awareness and your focus back to me. I would like you now to bring or hold up your right hand. Hold up your right hand. And I invite you now to have your full focus and awareness on the palm of your hand, only this area. Shift your full focus and awareness there, this whole palm area. What do you notice as you're doing that? Maybe some of you might feel some tingling, or maybe you start to feel that something with your hand is a little bit different to what it was before you just did that awareness exercise on your hand. And now, I invite you to bring up your left hand. And now you're going to shift the awareness from your right hand to your left hand, but keep your right hand up. Shift your full focus and awareness now to the left palm of your hand. What do you feel? What do you sense? Some of you notice also maybe tingling or sensations. Maybe it's not even tingling, it just feels different. It feels like there's some form of activity or something is happening there. And some of you might even feel a band from both hands. It's almost like they're connected. Now, as you're feeling this, did you notice that you can feel this activity, you can have this experience? And I didn't even explain to you what awareness is. I didn't explain to you how it works. I didn't tell you what it should look like or feel like or what to expect or what's going to happen. It just did. And that is showing you that awareness is a part of your natural state. And we haven't even started to uncover and to dive into the capacity of what this awareness can do. In MIT level 1, 2, 3, and 4, we dive deep into this, but this is just the starting point. And also something really cool that I have, guys, is an intuitive body workshop. That's 2 days. That's also coming up, where you will learn what awareness is, how it works, how to direct it, how to control it, how to manipulate it, how to create magic with it. So now what I would like you to do is you can put your hands down, but keep them open. You can put them down, but keep them open. I invite you now to shift your full awareness to your head. Full awareness and focus is now around your head. And allowing that awareness now to expand. Let it expand. You might feel a bit of tightness as you shift your awareness, but the moment you expand, it's relief. It literally, truly feels like expansion. And now, shift your full awareness to your heart center. And let it expand. Let it just expand as far as it wants to and need to. And now, I invite you to shift your full focus, your full awareness to the bottom of both your feet. As if you notice as you do that, how your body starts to feel solid, grounded, connected to the physical body, but in a way that is almost soothing, balanced, fully grounded. This is one of the most powerful states of awareness that you can be. fully connected to the body, grounded and expanded. And there you have it. A beautiful fast track in the power of awareness, the power of expanded awareness. Now, in the intuitive body workshop, guys, we dive into so much more. And then the next level up is the level 1 technique. So if you guys want to learn more, of course you can. You can go to YvetteRose.com. Go check out the events that we have. We have more of these awesome live fast track webinars and workshops and masterclasses coming up. So I'm going to leave you now in that really nice, calm, centered, aware state. Guys, enjoy. Know that you can always come back to this beautiful state of awareness, which is grounded, connected to your consciousness, but also to the physical body. It's time to embrace the body. The body is talking. Are you listening? So guys, thank you so much for being here with me. And until next time, be the light that you are. Bye, everyone.